Alright guys, I've got the cab done. I almost really don't feel like putting this thing in there. Kind of like having it out here like this. Um, it's like, oh, as soon as I put it in here, it'll probably quit working. But, I mean, these things look great right out of the damn box. All of them are set up like this way. You'll see they all say Bugera. And what thing I don't like is, like, you have this beautiful looking thing here, and you hide it inside this box and trap it in there with its heat. This one is way worse because it has a closed grill. Like this one here, you can't see it. Now these ones, the tubes are actually upside down. Like it's a combo. And some people have actually flipped these. But what people do with these ones is they chop off that and they turn the 112 combo into a head, which is perfectly fine. You know, you don't need 4 tubes. These, I don't know if they really do 120 watts. You would have to be, I mean, 120 watts is a lot, especially for one channel, you know. Anyway, I don't know if I really want to stick this thing back in here. I was thinking about it and it's like, well, what's the point? Now on these ones, I wish they would have did like they do here on these ones, where they put the metals corners on here. Same thing with those. Almost most amps do actually, but these ones they don't do that. And so this is where the case actually had split. I think what happened was they dropped this thing and it went bonk. So it's just got like a whole bunch of stuff. I think maybe somebody gigged this, but anyway, I guess I'll put it back in there just for the hell of it. Let me shut this thing off. So I'm kind of going for the look of like that one maybe. I cut out the grill and did all that other stuff, but let's move the camera back over here a little bit, and then we can film this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the cab, put it where it needs to be, and we've got also some upgraded machine screws that maybe I can screw the face back in with. There's some writing on this I just noticed in the light. Anyway. Now, I don't know how much this weighs, but I think probably about 15 pounds. So, but it's very heavy on one end, so you have to be careful. So, these go in a certain way. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out, okay, the opening's over here. That one is so heavy that it looks like it's bending. In fact, this is kind of why I think this thing's been dropped, because it's not sitting in there flat. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I just noticed something. That's pulled out. Okay. I'm gonna have to go and make a change to this because it's dimpled. Let me show you. Boy. Okay, that's got to get smacked in. We can't have that like that. Yep, that's what happened to that end. Okay. Yeah, this thing got dropped. See now this one? Pretty flat. This transformer is bent. So, if it wasn't for this metal piece, probably this whole thing would be screwed. I've got a rubber mallet somewhere. We're not going to worry about it. Alright, kids, don't try this at home. Yeah. Wait, it does not want to go back. And I noticed that the end of this is pulled too. Okay. Alright, well, let me take it over here and have a look. God dang. This thing is fucking dimpled like a motherfucker. Alright, now I think there might be a screw missing on this too. But I got this screw to thread in. I made sure it would still thread in. So we got it like that. I did end up making a couple marks on it, but whatever. I was like, why is this thing not want to go in here? Okay. Now, I believe it's going to be one of these. No. Too short. It's going to be the long ones. Alright. Hopefully we're not missing any of these. Alright, well, we got to locate all the screws. They're kind of tricky on the bottom. Like, that one's obviously passed. It's interesting how that one is lined up. So this is where it busted, though. You could see that. Oh, man. Got that one. And if they don't want to go in there, don't force them in because you're going to strip them. That one went. Okay. This is the one I'm having problems with. Like, I just don't even think the clip is in there. I think that's the problem. That being the case, I'm going to have to take the whole damn thing out. Because it's not in there. There's no way. There's nothing. It's not there. They have a little clip. Oh, man, I'm gonna take the whole thing out, guys. All right. Let me set this thing down. All right, so I knocked the clip out when I hit it. So I got to put it back in here. Yeah. All right, I'd rather just do this on the chair here because it's sitting on the end of the floor with stuff in there. It's just like, not good. I'm going to tighten that one away. Alright. Yeah, I'm tearing up the tolex here. So yeah, that's why that's damaged now. I should have noticed that when I pulled the thing out. Yeah, I screwed up sitting that thing on the floor. There's like stuff that got pressed into this. Like, oh Lord. It's like a rock. Little stuff that was on the floor in here in the shop. Yeah. It's like as if this thing wasn't boogered up enough. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like right there. And we can leave it like that, which is exactly what I did with the last one I had. Because I want to look at it. I don't want that crap all boxed in making heat. Anyway. Alright, let's get it up on the thing. Get it about even. Pretty close. So you can see it looks real similar to the other one. We're sitting on top of the screws right here, which is unfortunately dead even. And they sit on the edge of the rubber, not centered up, which would have been nice. according to many people, don't ever turn an amplifier on without a speaker connected to it. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I always thought that it wouldn't matter as long as there was no signal feeding into it. Get some little, I don't know what it is, stuff here. So I'm turn the flash off. So you see it's warming up. One of the tubes looks crooked because the socket is crooked, which I thought was kind of strange. But I've seen it before. And there's covers for these. They're halfway underneath here, but I mean, like, they aren't completely shielded, and sometimes they produce what's called microphonics. And if you put your phone on top of one of these, usually you'll hear it through the speaker. So, where's my guitar? I've got one with the strap on it and one without. And I can't reach the other one because there's stuff in the way. Imagine that. So, we have back here, we got two options. I cut a metal grill earlier today, and it looks like it probably wouldn't sit in there quite right, but you'd be looking at something like this, probably. You would just notch this right here, and you pull that down into there, and you'd be good to go. So it could look like that, if you want it to look like that. Very similar to the one below it. That doesn't want to come out. Luckily, I have not installed anything in the back, so that could go there. Couple different ways to mount it, but anyway. So the original piece goes like that. Okay, it's not going to stay on its own, but that's what the amp looked like. Okay, you can't see any tubes, you can't see anything. So I'm kind of leaning towards putting the metal grill on it, to be honest, but it is what it is. It can sit there like that for now, and it won't make a difference. You can see how they really tried to make it kind of look like a Marshall, like the big wide switches and stuff. So anyway, that is the Bugera that I just restored. Well, I guess you guys want to hear it. So it's on clean. doesn't really chug. It's like a Marshall, you know? Here, I'll put on this other one. You can hear this other one. This is going into 8-inch speakers. If I put it on the other cab, it'll sound a lot better. Anyway, enough Bugera. The one that really sounds good is the one underneath all of them.